course, I'm Gary Whittaker from thefranchise.ca and fightworld.tv. I'm with the animal, Alex Garcia, who's, listen, look at that face. Look at those eyes. I mean, is it any wonder why Chris Clements backed out and had an injury? I don't know. I'm putting it out there. I don't know what the situation is. Now you're facing Seth Baczynski, the Polish pistol, and it's going to be for an interim title. So first off, what are your thoughts about the fact that you do have a change in opponent coming up for Ringside 10, April 9th at the Bell Center?
I got now a bigger partner. Like before I have a shorter one because Clement was shorter. Now I have a taller guy. So
you're short and stocky, and now you're getting a guy that's like pretty tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't bother you?
Doesn't bother me. You know what? I still gonna punch his face.
Well, it's true. You are an animal. Listen, you're an animal in the cage. You like to take care of business. You aren't just explosive and going out there. I mean, is it one of those things where maybe at one point the guys are going to understand what it is that you do and maybe try to be able to counteract at one point? Your training partners, are you a little bit worried about that at all, or you just feel confident with everything that you got going on?
Yeah, I feel comfortable. I have a great coach here, a lot of great teammates, so very comfortable. You know, the way it's playing me well.
We talked about the fact that yes, you are going to have a different training partner in the sense that you taller guys versus shorter guys because of the change in opponents. But there's also a change in belt. I mean, you were supposed to fight for the official middleweight title for Ringside, and now it's an interim middleweight title. How does that factor in at all? Are you a little bit more, I don't know, you're disappointed a little bit? I mean, honestly, how do you feel going into this fight knowing that it's not a full-fledged champion, or for you, gold is gold, baby, and it's all good?
No, you know, it's a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, you know, it's just not the fight. I'm not really look at it that way. Just me fighting anywhere I need one. That's it.
Yeah. And with the fact that assuming that you're going to win and you're going to fight now champion versus Chris Clements, a little bit of anger in there because, you know, Clements isn't there to defend the title against you like he was supposed to. You a little bit upset over that?
Yeah, I'm a little bit upset and angry about that because I was supposed to get ready for Clements. Been a long time waiting for him. Now I gotta wait another couple months to face him. So I just want to get past to this.
Now, your last fight was against TNT Tyler Jackson that beat teammate Derek Gauthier. This fight was supposed to be Chris Clements, who had beat teammate Jonathan Goulet. What about that in terms of fueling you up? Do you have now you're facing a guy that hasn't beaten any of your teammates? Yes, it's a title fight, but doesn't have that extra layer of seeing your buddy over there and knowing that you're going to beat the guy that beat him. Does that factor in at all to you?
No, I don't look for motivation to fight my opponent. You know, I don't need motivation. I always train hard with a great team to make a great show for the fans. That's what motivates me to make a good fight.
Now, this might be the biggest fan base that you fought against. I mean, some of your teammates are going to fight at the biggest show ever for UFC. You're going to fight in the biggest show ever in your career, and for Ringside, it's going to be at the Bell Center on April 9th. Any thoughts about for yourself as well, as you're expected to have about 3,000-4,000 people, maybe a little bit more at Ringside? What about for you? I mean, it is your biggest crowd ever. Is excited, nervous? How do you feel going into April 9th?
I feel both, sometimes a little bit excited, nervous, but you know, I'm fighting against him. I'm not fighting whole crowd, so I just try to become relaxed and do what I train for. Now,
we know the ladies love Alex Garcia. We know you've got a huge fan base of Alex Garcia. We know you're not English, so how about a little message out for the fans or for the ladies in your native language there, and just a little shout out for them for your upcoming fight and what's going on.
Para todas las chicas que esperen una buena pelea.
All right. Well, there you go. This is Alex, the Animal Garcia. April 9th. Catch him. He's going to be fighting for the interim title against Seth Baczynski, the Polish Pistola. All right, brother.